Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm very happy to have you here, guys. Since summer is pretty much at the end, we are already in September, I was thinking to share with you some fragrances and some scented body products that were my staples during this summer season. I feel like this summer, more than others, I've been much more experimental with the kind of fragrances I wore. I told you in other videos why, because I didn't want, let's just say, people close to me to feel nauseous because of my fragrances, to feel unwell because of my fragrances in the heat wave we had in Romania this summer. So yeah, without further ado, I was thinking to start with the scented body products, one oil and one glittery product, and then we will move on to the fragrances. So in no particular order, I want to highlight this one right here. This is from Misu. Now, if you're based in Romania, I think you can find Misu pretty much at every mall, I wanted to say, but I'm not sure if it's at every mall. But this one in particular is in the scent W25 Sky Blue, and this smells extremely similar to Scandal from Jean Paul Gaultier. So it's this honeyed white floral. They're sickly sweet, but in a nice way. I love to use this one as a base for everything with honey accord, for everything sweet, for think Capti from Brecourt, think, let me share with you other fragrances. I don't have it here with me, but think Teriaco by Latafa. So yeah, this was a staple this summer for me. Now moving on to the next body product, I never thought I would highlight such a scent. This is from Victoria's Secret. This is lavender and vanilla, the hydrating body lotion. Now, one thing about me, I'm not a fan of lavender, guys. I struggle with lavender in fragrances, unisex or fragrances for women. I don't mind a lavender accord in a fragrance for men. I think it has this beautiful clean shower gel-esque facet on one hand, or something very aromatic on the other. So in fragrances for men, I don't mind lavender. In fragrances for me, I struggle a lot with lavender, but surprisingly, I've learned that in some combinations, it can work. Now this, I received it as a gift from a friend of mine. I would have never purchased something lavender and vanilla scented myself, but yeah, this is extremely calming, extremely relaxing. I think the vanilla, think a very creamy vanilla, but that's not overly sweet, you know, it's not a sickly sweet cupcakey herbal gourmand vanilla, but that style of vanilla paired with a lavender, it's almost like the lavender adds this beautiful grounding, calming effect to the fragrance and to the scent profile. So I found myself reaching for this product after I stepped out of the shower, let's say, before I went to sleep, when I wanted to apply something everywhere from head till toes that was not too sweet. So yeah, really beautiful one. If you're a fan of lavender, I have a feeling you will love this product, so if you haven't tried it, definitely do so. I've discovered a new brand. If you're in Romania, you can find it, I know for sure, in different supermarkets and at DM. So this brand is called Ecstasy, and I first found this brand because of this product right here, you guys. One thing about me, I love my shimmery body products. I love to glow, I love to shine, I love to apply. Every time I go out of the house, I love to apply a shimmering body lotion on my chest if it shows, on my hands, on my legs, everywhere. Basically, I would apply it in my hair if I could, honestly. So this is Velvet Bloom Body Milk Shimmer. Now I think you can see how much I've used it and have a very interesting story. So let me actually add a close-up so you can see the texture and the color and everything. And then let me tell you, so this summer, a friend of mine is getting married and we had organized her a bachelorette party. And we were at the lake, we have rented, not really a boat, but I have no idea how that thing is called in English, but this. And of course, I've applied this everywhere because not only it adds a beautiful glow in the sun, but it also enhances, I feel like, your natural color. If you are tan, it will make you look even more tan. If you are not very tan, it will kind of give you a tint, or it will kind of make your skin look a bit more bronzy. Now, of course, I've applied this everywhere from head till toes, and I went there, and of course, me being me, I took it with me because I was like, if I want to jump in the lake, if I want to swim, then I want to have this product. I kid you not, all the girls there tried it, all said it's amazing, and I think almost all, I think 98% of the girls took a photo with this product because they wanted to have it as well. Brilliant. Now, one thing I like, let me see if I can show you. So, do you see this color? I hope you do. let me apply it here. As you blend it in, it's not like it's gonna give you, I don't know how much color, but it will give you this soft, glowy, bronzy effect. Let me see how I can show you. The scent is beautiful. It smells like creamy vanilla mixed with cocoa powder. This is the vibe it gives me. It works amazing as a base, and I don't know if you can see, but I mean, you cannot, but now it's a little bit sticky, but if you give it like 5 or 6 minutes, it will dry down and it will seal in a way, you know. It won't be a wet formula anymore. It will have quite a dry matte finish texture wise, which is amazing. It's amazing because the last thing you want during the summertime is for your skin to be oily, especially if you have long hair and you like to let your hair loose or free. The last thing you want in the summertime is your hair to stick to your skin yeah. So that's that. And after that, I discovered this product. By the way, this brand is from Greece. If you are based in Greece, lucky you, I think you can find this brand everywhere. But also if you're based in the Balkans, I think you can find pretty easily this brand. This next one is a body lotion that's supposed to be inspired by body lotions from Victoria's Secret, and this one is in the shade Velvet Touch, which I think it's inspired by velvet petals. I've never smelled velvet petals, but this smells so beautiful, you guys. So this, let me just apply a little bit to be able to tell you how it smells. So this smells, yeah, so it smells a little bit sweet, a little bit creamy, a little bit floral, nothing too over the top, but again, it's a very nice base to layer other fragrances on top, and it, yeah, muted, creamy, a little bit sweet, a little bit floral, that's the vibe, but very nice. And I actually really like the texture as well. And last but not least, in the body care, and then I will show you the oil, is this one. Now this is a water-based fragrance, but if you've watched some of my recent videos, I've showed you there how I like to use my water-based perfumes, the ones that I can do this trick with. This is Instantly Yours from Nassim Perfumes, and this is a water-based fragrance, so you're always supposed to shake it. And this smells, yeah, this smells like a black opium from Yves Saint Laurent mixed with something from Fever, like I told you. So think coffee, beautiful coffee, think caramel, think vanilla, you know? Think something spicy, something fruity, that's the vibe, but mainly coffee with caramel and vanilla. It's much more concentrated than these kind of body lotions, and the scent lingers for much longer. So yeah, and also because it doesn't have alcohol, it's not gonna irritate your skin. So if you're out and about during the summer, during the daytime when the sun is beaming, this is quite a versatile product to have in your collection. So yes, those were the body products. Now let me highlight an oil. This oil became one of my go-to oils in my collection. So I have it right here because the first bottle broke, but the brand sent me another one and they were very kind, so thank you so much. But it's this oil from Haifa Perfumes called Beirut. I had 3 bottles of Beirut, the EDP, in my collection, but one I gifted to my best friend because she loves that scent profile as well. So I have 2 left, and this is the oil that smells exactly like that, but a little bit sweeter. I find it. And this, you guys, this smells amazing. Think a sugared lemon with a creamy vanilla and the softest, most gentle aromatic touch from the lavender. That's not too aromatic, but the vanilla is sweet, the vanilla is creamy. The vanilla, I feel like in the oil shines even more on my skin. And you have almost this like citrus dipped in sugar, you know, this like lemon dipped in sugar facet. Yeah, brilliant, you guys. Whenever I wanted to apply an oil, and let me not even begin to tell you how versatile this one is to use. Even alone, if you want, you could do just few sprays, few dabs of the oil, wherever you feel like it, and then you can just go out of the house, or like I did it, I've applied it as a base. But the thing is, not only I've worn it in my day-to-day life, I don't know, when I was going out for a cup of coffee with a friend, or when I was running errands, or when I was working, or when I had to go out of the house to do any type of chore, work, anyways, but also on a night out, you guys. And one of my favorite combos is this everywhere, and when I mean everywhere, I mean everywhere. Basically, I apply it in my palms, I gently massage my palms, and I apply it on my skin, on my clothes if I feel like. I turn all my hair in the front, and then I just do this motion, you know. Basically, I take all my hair, I put it upside down, and then I just apply this product everywhere. And the way my hair smells after I apply this oil, yeah, so it's this with, do I have it here? Yes, I have it here. with this one from the brand Lira that I will mention in a second, and then a few sprays of Zenobia. And yeah, that was one of my go-to layering combos this summer. This is the oil Beirut from Haifa. Now, Haifa is a Romanian brand, so all these fragrances are made in Romania. They have inspirations, they have unique creations, but easily Beirut with this inspiration from Lira. With this inspiration of Lira from them. And what else? The dupe of Hypnotic Poison are my favorite fragrances from them. So those were the scented body products that I love and used a lot this summer. Now let's move on to the fragrances. Since I was mentioning this oil Beirut from Haifa Perfumes, let me highlight two fragrances that were a staple in this summer that has just passed. So I want to highlight Beirut, the EDP. Like I told you, I had 3 bottles of this fragrance in my collection. Now I have 2 because I gave one to my best friend. So I have this and I have a backup bottle of this fragrance. And this is such a beautiful gourmand citrus for the summertime with a heavy, thick, creamy vanilla base and a little bit of lavender. So that's the first one. I think that is my favorite from the brand. And this second one, they sent it to me when they sent me the oil and few other fragrances to test from them. And the next one is their inspiration of Lira. And let me just show you. Okay. Yeah, by the way, sorry for the fingerprints, but I genuinely use this fragrance a lot when I'm on the go. Now this one to me, you guys, okay, so I don't have any test strips with me, so I will just spray them there. So this to me, think a candied orange peel with almond, the same zingy lemony facet but fades away much sooner, and with a beautiful vanilla, that creamy, almost like a sponge cake type of vanilla. Yeah, this shares quite a lot of similarities to that inspiration Lira X from Lorina. But they also have their differences. But if you love the DNA of Lira, you will love this one. The only thing, if you're I'm not really sure what alcohol they use in their perfumes, like what type of alcohol they use, but it feels like it's a bit too strong in the opening. But, or at least this is my experience, because I do around, I don't know, like 10-15 sprays of this fragrance legit everywhere, okay, like everywhere. So I'm surrounded by that alcohol blast in the opening for a few seconds. But yeah, that's the only complaint. But besides this, like amazing fragrance. There's not just for the summertime. I will use this one even in autumn, even in winter, I feel like. Moving on, okay, so let me highlight a fragrance. I never thought I would love to wear something like this, but here it is. So this is called Habiba from Arabia Prestige, and Habiba is the upgraded sister of Aran Juicy Apple from Kayali. If you love Aran Juicy Apple, please at least test this fragrance. Test it because I have a feeling you will prefer it even to Aran Juicy Apple by Kayali. To me, Aran Juicy Apple, first things first, it's too expensive for how it smells. Like personally for me, I wouldn't pay like 100+ euros for a full bottle that smells, yeah, that's just my opinion. If you love it, you love it. You spend your money wherever you decide to spend your money on. I love other fragrances from Kayali that I feel like are worth the investment, but Aran Juicy Apple is not one of them. And I don't know how it is, but all the inspirations I've tried of Aran Juicy Apple are better than Aran Juicy Apple, if you ask me. So this is the more perfumey version. To me, Aran Juicy Apple smells, indeed it smells young, it smells youthful. You have a burst of freshness from the green apple with something a little bit sugary, with some wet florals, a beautiful airy musk, soft powdery hints, and then in the dry down, gentle, very designer-esque, dry woodsy facets that ground a bit the composition. So that's Aran Juicy Apple. Now this to me, think of this but amplify much more that red apple. Make it more perfumey, make it more sophisticated, make it more feminine, make it more womanly. It still feels, how to explain? So it still feels very versatile. Like this is the kind of fragrance that you could blindly gift it to everyone and anyone in your life. And I'm telling you, that person will pretty much wear it, even though it might be her signature fragrance per se, but she will wear it because it's an extremely versatile fragrance to have. This fragrance during the heat wave, this was the fragrance I have counted on, at least one of those fragrances. So yeah, this to me is the upgraded version, amazing price, amazing everything. So yeah, I never thought I'd love on myself these fruity musky florals, but you know, life has a very interesting way of surprising you sometimes, and I'm telling you, I feel like I'm much more open to discovering and exploring various scent profiles, even though I used to be open before because I love to explore various different scent profiles, but I was not open, let's just say, in wearing them, but now I feel like I am opening up, you know. So let me continue with those fragrances that were my day-to-day grab and go, let's just say, I don't know, not really going to work as I work from home, but like running errands, going quickly outside to buy something, to do something, I don't know. So more like my running errands kind of fragrances, or those day-to-day, easy reach, grab and go, no-brainer kind of fragrances. So one of them is this fragrance called Anhar Dune from Zimaya. This smells, even though this is not supposed to smell like Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 62, but to me smells extremely similar to Sol de Janeiro's Cheirosa 62. Yeah, with an added lemony facet in the opening, but you have the same beautiful nutty facets with a creamy vanilla with some like tropical fruity facets. I don't know why I smell tropical fruity facets in all those fragrances, in this one, in Cheirosa 62, in other inspirations, but yeah, something beautiful and nutty in the background. Beautiful fragrance. Again, if you love that body spray from Sol de Janeiro, most definitely you will enjoy this one as well. There's nothing to not enjoy about it. Again, average performance, but the scent is very well done, you know. It doesn't feel flat, it doesn't feel sharp. It doesn't feel sharp, you know. It's a beautiful balanced blend that, again, during the summertime, like spring and summer, to me mainly, this could be your grab and go kind of fragrance. So for me, it was very versatile to have. Sometimes I used it as a standalone fragrance when I had a bit more time and I wanted to tune into the ritual side of applying your perfumes. I used it on top of Boom Boom Cream from Sol de Janeiro. So yeah, that was one. The next one is this one. Again, surprisingly, another inspiration from something from Sol de Janeiro. This is from Perfume. This is called 859 Violet Sugar, and this is an inspiration to Cheirosa 59. Yeah, and this generally smells like candied violets. Like candied violets with sugar, with something soft and powdery, with some gentle woodsy facets, and this interesting like forest berry cheesecake-like flavor or facet in the opening. Very versatile. Again, day to day, I don't think I would wear something like this on a night out or for a wedding perhaps, or these kind of occasions that are a little bit more dressy or a bit more elegant, let's just say. But this, I don't know, when you're going to the gym, when you're going to do the groceries, I don't know, like this could be your day-to-day, again, fragrance, you know, like even to school, like if you go to school, why not? Like high school, university, you know, this would be the fragrance that you could wear even more so all year round. I don't think it's that kind of fragrance that's just for the summer, but I've discovered it in the summer, so yeah, this quickly became one of my go-to perfumes. Moving on to a fragrance. This fragrance, I don't have a lot of it left and I'm almost out of it, so I try to show you, but this bottle is very reflective and the light that I have right there, it's very strong. So this is Club de Nuit White Imperial from Armaf, you guys. This fragrance, this smells so beautiful. This also ages like fine wine. Like if you have this fragrance, please give it time. This ages like fine wine. And this, I think, yeah, what I wanted to say, I have maximum like 10 ml left of this fragrance, and after that I will definitely repurchase it, because this is that kind of fragrance that, I don't know, maybe I have I don't know, like a wedding during the daytime, maybe like a civil ceremony or something like this, or I have to go somewhere a bit more elegant, a birthday party during the daytime, something a little bit more dressy, and I want to be mindful of my fragrance. To me, it's all about, do I want to be mindful about my fragrance or do I want to be wild and free, you know? Yeah. It's all about this, like, do I want to be like well-behaved, mindful of how my perfume affects other people, or am I the other personality that's like, you know? Yeah, when I want to be mindful, this is a brilliant fragrance. This is so creamy, so feminine, so beautiful, so womanly and so sophisticated, but it doesn't feel like it's too serious, it doesn't feel like it's too mature. It has the perfect amount of sweetness, the perfect amount of creaminess, and it feels like such a layered composition. Like you have so many different accords that it's almost like they emphasize each other and they build up on each other even more. So yeah, I only have amazing words to tell you about this fragrance. This was another fragrance that was a staple during the summertime. with which one to start. So let me highlight my fragrance that I wear when I go to bed, Eclair. You guys, Eclair is my comforting fragrance. Like, this is the kind of fragrance that when I go to bed, I do 1 or 2 or 3 sprays of this perfume, and I feel like I'm ready to go to sleep. I don't know, I feel so calm, I feel so cozy, a little bit sweet, you know. But yeah, I love Eclair. For me, it's an all-around fragrance. Rarely, besides going to sleep, do I wear it on its own, but I still think it's worth it if you love Bianco Latte. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful fragrance. Is it the closest one? Maybe not, but it's still a beautiful one in my opinion, and definitely an option to take into account if you want to explore. So next we are kind of getting to the fragrances that I'm using when perhaps I'm going on a date night with my partner, or perhaps I'm going out with my besties and I want something that feels a bit more spicy, you know what I mean? Not spicy scent-wise, spicy energy-wise, let's say. I don't want something that feels like that fragrance that I could wear all year round in every and any scenario. Maybe I feel like I want to wear something that's a bit more, you know. So these are the fragrances. I need to highlight this combo. Because this combo made me feel so chic and put together this summer. Jasmine Wisp from Rasasi from the Layo Kawam collection and Lactea Divina from Paris Corner. These two together, you get the best of both worlds. You get the DNA of Blanche Bête from Le Liquide Imaginaire, but you also add this beautiful creamy tropical fruity facet. Think passion fruit, think some sweet sparkling citruses, but very sweet. Think a creamy vanilla. So this feels very creamy, sweet, fruity, tropical, and because of the creaminess in this fragrance, it layers extremely well with this fragrance. It's almost like you create a whole new standalone fragrance and you don't know where one starts and where the other one ends, you know. It's that good of a combo, and the feedback I received on these two together from you, amazing. So I'm very happy to hear you enjoy them as well. So yeah, this combo made me smell sophisticated and chic this summer during the daytime. And let me highlight another combo. Okay, so let me highlight this combo. This is, you know, maybe sometimes you just want to let loose and feel a bit more not, you know, maybe sometimes you are too well behaved, you just want a fragrance that activates your fun side. To me, this is this combo. Mula Mula from Byron Perfumes and Yara Candy. This is my fun going out combo. Yeah, I dread the day this fragrance will finish, but I definitely know I want to have it again in my collection. This is a side of me, a side of my personality, you know, because I feel like us women, we have many different sides to us, you know. You're not just one flavor, you know. We have a lot of different flavors within us, and I feel like different people bring out different flavors, or let's just say different times of the month bring out different flavors, you know. We're not just like one-dimensional. We have so many different layers and facets to us, and I think that's the beauty of perfumes and fragrances in general, because it can bring out, or it can enhance, or it can help you, let's just say, activate and tune in to a specific flavor, you know, which is amazing if you ask me. So Mula Mula and Yara Candy, brilliant combo. Strawberry, sugar, strawberry with this almost like a gummy-like facet, and then in the dry down, like I always say, to me smells like a strawberry milkshake, genuinely like a strawberry banana milkshake. Beautiful fragrance, and this is again this. Yeah, I spoke a lot about it and I don't want to mention it too much. Now another combo that became my fun combo, my going out date night combo, so it's this one. I applied this oil from Haifa Perfumes, Beirut. Then I come with this inspiration I have from Lira. Feel free to apply whatever inspiration of Lira you have. I apply, I don't know, around 6 or 7 sprays of this one, and then at the end I top it up with this fragrance, with Zenobia from Tomavici, another fragrance that I don't want it to run out, but I don't have a lot of it left, and I love it so much, you guys. Oh my god. I do around 3 sprays at the end, usually one here, one here, one here, sometimes 4 if I want to do one in my hair, why not? And this combo, so think sugared citruses on steroids, creamy vanilla amplified on steroids. It's just so sexy and feminine and fun and carefree, and this was another combo that was one of my go-to combos this summertime. And what other fragrances do I have left? So I think I have left 2 other fragrances. Now look, this one, I chose to wear it mainly layered with other fragrances or alone when I'm at home. But this is Ramj Diva from Zimaya. I don't know if you can see, you guys, but no, you can, you generally, oh, or actually can you? Yeah, what I wanted to tell you is that this fragrance has definitely darkened, the juice has darkened since I have it. This, if you love the DNA of Vanilla 28 from Kayali, especially that burnt brown sugary facet, this is the fragrance. This is the fragrance that you have to try. Not trying blind buy, test. Ideally test, you guys. Or if you know you love, like you're completely obsessed with Vanilla 28, to me it's impossible for you to not enjoy this fragrance. There was another one that I loved during the summertime. I feel like it's a bit more like, it's a bit more light compared to 28 Flavors from Rogue, and when it's very cloying and hot and humid outside, you feel like you don't have any room to breathe when you step out of the house. I feel like this fragrance behaves better in such temperatures, because when you wear this fragrance, even though it does form a beautiful cloud of perfume around you, but it feels like you still have room to breathe in as you're wearing this fragrance, if that makes any sense. And the last fragrance, again, a recent discovery, but one that took my heart by surprise and one that held me captive. If you know, you know, this is Captive from Brecur. The feedback I got from you so far, not a lot of women tried it, but the ones who did and they came back with feedback, all told me that they absolutely love this fragrance and that it's something else, and I couldn't agree more. It really is something else. This fragrance, again, I also feel like this fragrance has darkened. I look there because I have a viewfinder there. I also genuinely feel like this fragrance has darkened since having it. I don't remember it being so saturated, like this orangey color being so saturated. When I want to feel like myself, but like 5 times more confident, like, yeah, this is the fragrance. Now I want to add a backup bottle in my collection. You know my luck with perfumes, like my favorite fragrances, those that I couldn't picture my fragrance collection without, they get discontinued, and I don't want this to happen with this perfume, so at least I want to have another backup bottle. Ideally, I would like to have the coffret version, because what I like about it, you have 2 other 5 ml perfumes. This is Eau de Parfum. You have another 5 ml perfume in the coffret version. That's an Eau de Cologne, and then you have one that's an Absolute of Parfum. And what I really like about those is that I can just easily put them in my purse, and whenever I wear this fragrance and I feel the need, not that I need to, but I want to, you know, to top it up throughout the night perhaps, I do 1 or 2 sprays, and yeah. And also, guys, I received so many compliments on this fragrance, but you know, to me, like, I started to wonder sometimes, is it the fragrance itself, or is it how good you feel when you're wearing some perfumes that make people give you a compliment? I don't know. Maybe it's the fragrance, maybe other times it's how good you feel when you're wearing a certain perfume. Yeah, fragrances are so powerful. So powerful. So these are the fragrances, some of the fragrances that were my staples during this summer season. I think you can spot on here some of my absolutely all-time favorite perfumes, but you can spot a lot of different other type of fragrances. So let me close off the video because my camera keeps overheating and it shuts down, and I have to wait until it turns back on, and it's a struggle. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Let me know what were some of your summer staples this summer season. Yeah, if you want to tell me anything, please put it in the comment section, and I promise that I will get back to you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your kind words. Thank you for your positive words of encouragement. It genuinely truly means so much for me to hear them. So yeah, thank you so much. I so appreciate the community we have here. Yeah. And I'm very grateful to all of you who are being here and are watching and are supporting my channel and everything. So thank you so much. I will see you in my next video. Let me close out the video before it overheats again. Yeah, I want to wish you an amazing day wherever you are. Bye, guys.